Welcome back, Guardians, to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. It seems that Lulu and Waka, at least, are gathered over to yonder a bit. But first, let's go back inside the inn here. We can now reach this treasure chest back here. It contains a switch hitter, and I believe that is a ball for Waka. And it's not like a good one or anything, but it has strength plus 8%, so if you didn't buy the TKO, and you didn't get a poison strike weapon dropped back in Kilika, that may be one of your next best bet. You got anything new to say? This inn belongs to Djose Temple. Will you be staying with us for the night? No, I just rested. Alright, but let's go over here. And it looks like our Guardians are all gathered. Once again, the first one that you talk to gets affection.
No matter how dark the night, morning always comes, and our journey begins anew.
I don't know why, but that's one of my favorite lines from her. It really resonates with me. I mean, just think about it. No matter how dark the night, morning always begins anew, or something like that. You know what I mean?
We're leaving once Yuna gets here.
Well, where is the bitch? I'm just kidding.
Donna has left. Isaru too.
Once again, the race continues. What about you, Warren?
Get ready for the journey ahead.
I'm surprised he's okay with that monkey just jumping up and down between his legs like that. Seems promiscuous to me. Alright, so to move on, we need to go and find Yuna. Of course. What's going on in here? Oh, it's Luzu.
I suppose this is farewell, then.
Huh?
I'm leaving. Back to Besaid. I can't stay here eating the temple's bread forever. I'm one of the only Crusaders still here.
Well, where'd they all go?
You're leaving, I hear. Farewell. I hope we meet again.
We will, Luzu.
You're leaving, I hear.
Yeah. Okay, nobody else seems to be gathered. I'm surprised the temple's okay with the monkeys just like jumping around the statues. Is there anything in here? I don't think there's anything to see in here. The priests. It is a quiet morning. Many Crusaders departed for the far plane last night. We couldn't heal them enough? What about you? Lady Yuna performed the sending all night. I imagine it must have been quite hard on such a young summoner. Did Donna and Isaru help as well? I'd like to see Donna do a summoner or a sending dance. That would be quite the sight. What about? Well, I guess Yuna's probably resting in the nun's chamber then. Oh, she's sleeping over there. What is this guy doing? Queh. Oh, this is the Chocobo guy. Alright, so you can get 4 affection points with Yuna if you talk to her while she's sleeping. But you don't get any response, of course. Alright, let's talk to the nun.
Until dawn, healing the wounded, sending the fallen.
Okay. I guess I'll just let her sleep for now, then. Ah. Morning.
What? Morning?
Don't worry.
But it's morning. I'm so sorry. I'll get ready right away. Just a moment.
Don't worry. It's okay.
Damn. I guess she didn't mean to sleep this long. Must be hard on a young summoner. Ah, and Yuna's theme begins. Can I go back in? Apparently not. Okay, so, heading out here initiates a cutscene, I believe.
No, sleepyhead.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Really, there's no rush. Here. Your hair.
A summoner with bad hair. What's the world coming to?
You could have woken me up.
We called to you, but with all that snoring.
today. Everyone's picking on me. Oh, you too, Sir Orin?
Once Lady Yuna fixes her hair, we leave.
I hadn't really laughed like that in a long time. It was only later that I realized. The only one really laughing then was me. Laughing must have been the only thing keeping them going.
Nope, wait. I don't know if I got it or not, but if you talk to Yuna before she gets all the way off screen, you get 4 affection points with her. I really like that scene though, although it would have been nice if the monkey wasn't jumping up and down in Yuna's dress during it, and also if her hair was actually any different than normal. But what can you do? Alright, I'm going to use this to heal, although I should be completely healed anyway. And let's go out here to the Pilgrimage Road. Okay, you can actually get 4 more affection points with Yuna if you talk to her before she leaves the screen. However, you only get those if you didn't get the affection points from her or Kimahri the first time we were here. Anyway, there goes Lucille and Elma. You can't defeat sin with Machina. The summoners are our only hope. Yevon's teachings are the way. The Crusaders were fools for defying them. Here, take this. I don't need it anymore. Obtained a halberd. That should be a spear for Kimahri. Let's see what's special about it. Wow, magic plus 20%? That's a lot of magic. However, this one has piercing, sensor, and strength plus 10%. This halberd doesn't have piercing on it, so I'm going to let Kimahri keep it for now. So there's that. What about this monk? The Crusaders deeply regret their actions. I believe it's time to put the past behind us and forgive them. Yevon shall forgive those who seek redemption. Should you need a place to recuperate, please return. You are always welcome here. And he gives us 2 high potions. This is a nice monk. I believe the wounded soldiers will find solace in our prayers. We should live according to the teachings. I learned that the hard way. What about this guy? The Crusaders have fallen apart, so I'm going to help out with guard duty here at the temple for a while. It's the least I can do to repay them for taking us in. At least you got something to do. Maybe I should quit the Crusaders and become a warrior monk. I wouldn't suggest that, but whatever you want to do, dude. So what is it? Are the Crusaders just like completely disbanded or what? Come to think of it, I don't think you really run into any more Crusader operations. I beat myself up all night for taking part in that disastrous operation. Then a monk told me that if I had time for remorse, I should spend it praying. He's right. It's my duty to pray for my departed men. The monk gave me this, but I think that you should have it. Obtain 10 potions. Well, I don't really have a need for those, but thanks, dude. I will pray for all my lost comrades. Poor Crusaders.
Off so early?
Oh, we got a cutscene.
Lady Yuna, you must be exhausted after working so hard last night. Will you be okay?
I feel that I have rested enough, but thank you for your kindness. Will you be leaving too?
Yes. First we cross the Moonflow, and then we head north in search of chocobos to replace those we have lost.
Once we find chocobos, our mounted forces will ride again.
Huh? Aren't you missing someone?
Captain! Wait for me!
What took you so long? We're leaving.
You expect me to keep up with a chocobo?
Lady Yuna, I wish you good fortune. Elma, Klasko, let's go.
Ma'am.
Hey, can I just rest a sec?
No complaints.
Time to get in shape, Klasko. Damn. So I assume Elma is riding with Lucille or something? Either that or she's in much better shape than Klasko, which wouldn't be surprising. Alright, but let's head back out. You
Where
guys are
to
waiting
next?
out here, huh?
We cross the Moonflow.
Gotcha. Moonflow, baby, here we come.
You can actually get more affection by talking to one of these guys before they leave. You can do it with Yuna, Lulu, Wakka, or even Kimahri. But Wakka's way ahead. And that's it for this area. Goodbye, Djose, and on to the Moonflow. And I feel like we're beginning a new leg of our journey now. It's another road, but this area is pretty interesting. Let's see what's awaits us up here. It's not much of a wound. I should be able to go on, but I can't. The mission fails. I can't even walk. What did I do to deserve this? What were you doing? You didn't get it during the operation, did you? We've always fought side by side. Now we go back home together. We're leaving the Crusaders. Why fight? We know we can't win. The Crusaders have traditionally been a group that always drives sin away, not destroys sin. There's still a need for that, guys. And I suggest you think long and hard about what you want to do with your future. And it looks like we got Shalinda up here. But first to battle. Alright, I believe that Nibiros is a new enemy. So let's bring Wakka out.
Go, go, go!
And I assume that's a Nibiros. No, it's a bite bug. What's it say? Aerial, vulnerable to ice, watch out for poison. Well, I won't kill it just so you can see its attack animation, I guess. Tidus, kill the wolf. This Gar might be a new enemy too. Very nimble, resistant to magic. Dead. And now that you've seen the attack animation for the bite bug, I think I'll just skip the rest of the battle. Okay, Shalinda, what's going on, girl? What are you up to?
Good day, everyone. We can all learn a lesson from what has happened to the Crusaders. Only the truly faithful have a hope of defeating sin.
Well, there's your told you so moment, huh?
I'm thinking of going to Guado Salam. I have not spoken with the Guado for some time.
What, do they know you there? I guess you just are like a friend of the Guado?
I have not
Yeah. Okay. Well, good to know. I wish that she would heal you every time you run into her, but oh well. As you can see on the mini-map at the top left, there's a little hidden side path here that we can look at and get a level 1 key sphere. 3 of them. That'll be very handy. And another thing that I want to note is that during the battles here, you want to make sure your aeons overdrives are charged. Ixion's overdrive doesn't really matter because, well, I'll explain later. But anyway, let's head on. Moving on. Wait, is that who I think it is? Oh, so off in the distance you can see Biron and Yankee, and in the middle of them is Once. So this makes Once sighting number 5. Haven't had one in a while, huh? Dropped a Spider's Kiss Gunblade. I mean, Gunblade. I'm thinking of the wrong game. Well, maybe it's a sword for Orin then? Oh, I guess so. Spider's Kiss. Oh, that has Poison Touch on it. Interesting. Okay, well that's actually a useful weapon, I think. I'm going to equip it. Thanks for the random drop. So, keep in mind that this Sentry is still a useful weapon, though. There may be times where we need Orin to have initiative, so don't ever sell that, or at least not without some deep thinking. Onward. Okay, so despite there being a cutscene right here, we now have 3 sphere levels for every character, so I'm going to go ahead and invest some time in the sphere grid. I'll let you know if anything interesting happens. Okay, so the only thing of real interest is Kimahri learned 3 abilities. They were all clustered together for some reason. Extract Mana, which lets him extract Mana Spheres, which doesn't really make any sense, of course, because I have 99 Power Spheres, Magic Spheres, or Mana Spheres, and Speed Spheres at this point. He also learned Jinx, which is an ability that increases the party's luck, I believe, and Scan, which, as you might imagine, is sort of like the Libra of this game and lets me scan enemies. Nothing else really interesting happened for many of the other characters, really. Anyway, onward.
Look! One of Kimahri's friends looks just like him.
What?
Both follow summoners on all fours. Hornless goatlings. Hornless! Hornless!
You come to insult Kimahri?
Wrong. We come to warn little Kimahri. Summoners disappear. Never return. Next will be Kimahri's summoner. Poor Kimahri lost his horn. Next lose his summoner. Pitiful Kimahri, howl alone, howl alone.
Do those two got something against you? What? They were just picking on you?
Kimahri will deal with them.
And I'll help.
Kimahri alone.
But,
It's Kimahri's problem. You can't interfere. It's a rule.
I'm worried.
Let the Ronso deal with Ronso problems, yeah? That's how it's always been.
I mean, I'm worried about those summoners disappearing.
They aren't just disappearing into thin air.
hey, if we Guardians do our job, no problem, right?
Oh.
Confident.
Yeah.
Man, look at Titus go. Alright, I think we're going to end the episode here, but I would be remorse if I didn't see what was in this treasure chest before we ended. It's an X potion. I should have left that as like the cliffhanger for the episode. And man, I love Kimahri's theme. Well, technically it's not Kimahri's theme, it's like the Ronso theme in general. But anyway, this is going to be a good stopping point for this episode, I think. We've gone on long enough. Click the subscribe button if you'd like to see more where this came from, and follow me on Twitter at TheScottSpot. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks again for joining me, guys. Yeah, we'll continue exploring the Moonflow. It's not a long area, but it'll be a while before we finish it. 2 or 3 episodes, I would think. So yeah, I wonder why the Biron and Yankee thought that Once was Yuna's friend. I guess they noticed that Once has been following her around. That doesn't really make sense though, since we've only ran into them one time before. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks for checking in with me at TheScottSpot. We'll do more Final Fantasy X next time, guys. Thanks, Guardians.